empowering people and inspiring change. My name is Melissa Blen, and I am the founder of Epic Love, cultivating self-love, freedom, and purpose all around our health and wellness. This week, we're going to talk about all the ways that we avoid, but the true underlying factor is the way that we avoid actually disconnect us from connection to ourselves and everyone around us. The reason why this is a really important topic as we dive into week 3, Epic Soul, around Epic Self-Care, the program that I've launched recently. The reason why I wanted to discuss this is now more than ever, with everything that's going on with COVID-19, we're starting to see an increase in the way that we as a society are numbing out to disconnect from what's going on in the world, which in turn is disconnecting from ourselves and everyone around us, especially the people that we love the most. You see, what happens is when there's something that's outside of us that causes what we call a trigger or something that feels uncomfortable to us, more often than not, our brain goes into automatic fight, flight, or freeze. And when we go into that fight, flight, or freeze mode, the body automatically and the brain go, I need to run, which is avoid, escape, avoid, so I don't have that threat, that threat to some degree to our body or our mind or anything. So our body automatically goes into fight, flight, or freeze when we feel some form of trigger and or threat. So look at what's going on in the world with COVID-19 is a great example. When we turn on the television, automatically our brains are going to associate that we're under some type of threat, and we're going to do whatever we can to protect ourselves. And some of the ways it's very common that more often than not that what I'm seeing in this trend when it comes to weight gain, anxiety, depression, and what it is it tends to be alcohol, it tends to be drugs, it tends to be video games, television. I'm in the health and wellness industry. Believe it or not, over-exercising is a way of avoiding connection to self and others. And when we look at all of the ways that a society can numb out or avoid to prevent connection to self and others, the longer that we unconsciously do those behaviors, we are ultimately disconnecting from the most important relationship that we'll ever have. And that relationship is with ourselves. When we don't slow down more often to actually ask, what do we need in order to feel safe within our bodies, and do it from a place of love and kindness versus sheer force and shoving things down to avoid those feelings, that's when the self-sabotaging behavior comes in from drinking too much, eating too much, drugs, video games, over-exercising. The list can go on and on and on. Shopping. The list can go on and on and on in all of the ways that we avoid to disconnect, to avoid from actually feeling what's going on within our bodies and asking, is it actually real? And what do I need to do in order to ultimately feel safe? Do I need to fight, flight, or freeze? More often than not, that's all false and it's all fake. When you actually connect and slow down more often than not and ask your body to be congruent with your brain and your heart and your gut, you'll find that all of the ways that you have coped or avoided drugs, sex, shopping, video games, over-exercising, when you layer all of those and you start to peel those back, the foundation you ultimately see is you end up becoming more connected to yourself, your voice, and everyone around you. And that's epic love. And that ultimately sets the foundation for true health and wellness, true freedom within your mind and your body and your soul. Empowering people and inspiring change. My name is Melissa Blen, and I am the founder of Epic Love, cultivating self-love, freedom, and purpose. I hope you have a kick-ass week, and ask yourself, what can I do today from a love and kindness place for my brain, my body, and my gut to feel more connected versus avoiding fight, flight, or freeze and running from my true self and ultimately connecting to everyone around me.